Well, good evening from Eden Prairie High School. Ryan Paul coming to you live on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network this evening, brought to you by Lenz and Chevrolet Buick. Bring in my partner Eric Crouch this evening for a very good matchup between number 4 Eden Prairie and number 8 Chaska. Two very good teams from Section 2A. Chaska coming out of the Metro West with a 7-1 record. Eden Prairie with a 5-1 record. Just dropped down to number 4 earlier today. Eric, what do you just some quick notes about the game tonight?
Yeah, this time of the year, you're looking for these section rivalry games to see how teams match up against each other before the conference season starts. And, this tournament's always been very, very good. Chaska's always gotten 2 good games out of it, win or lose. So for Chaska, you want to see how you match up with arguably the team to beat coming into the season. Eden Prairie, they're coming off their first loss of the season. So they want to see a good rebound game. So I would expect 2 really, really good games here from Chaska in this tournament.
The Hawks will play number 4 Eden Prairie tonight, and then Shakopee on Friday at 6 o'clock. Should be 2 very good games. All 4 teams, Edina, Shakopee, Eden Prairie, and Chaska, all coming out of Section 2-4A. The Hawks won the section last year with a victory over the Eagles, who they will have their first rematch against tonight. That game, a very ugly game, as we were talking about earlier, a 41-39 victory for Chaska. The Eagles led 25-19 at the half. Miles Hansen had 10. Austin Andrews, who you'll see here tonight, one of Eden Prairie's top returners, led the game with 12. What do you think is going to be the differences between last year, Eric, and what we're going to see this year?
Well, section final time, you're going to see that defensive intensity that you just don't see in December. But I think with this game, you're going to see a lot more offense from Eden Prairie. Chaska's not going to be able to play that type of style. They're going to have to try to match them with a little bit more outside shooting. So we'll see more of that regular season matchup, or it was a 75-73, something like that regular season game.
Eden Prairie coming into the game averaging 77 points per contest. Chaska's defense really going to have to do a good job of locking out their scoring threats outside. They have 4 sophomores in the starting lineup tonight. They'll start 1 senior. What do you think Chaska's defense is going to have to do to lock down those scoring threats outside?
Well, obviously the biggest challenge is that fact that Eden Prairie has 3 kids that are 6'4" or bigger. It's not just Austin Andrews. John Henry, 6'4". Connor Christensen goes 6'6". So that length could pose a little bit of a problem. So it's kind of what they got to do with the Edina. They team rebounded, and so that has to happen today. You can't give up those extra rebounds. Austin Andrews, that was his role last year, was to get that garbage bucket. And so for Chaska, they gotta do a good job in the defensive glass.
Well, the Eden Prairie, as we said, will start 4 sophomores, 6'5", 6'4", 6'6", and 6 feet. So the sophomore core from Eden Prairie going to be their headline tonight. Let's go over to the other side of the court now for Chaska. It'll be Connor Krinos who starts in lieu of Zach Leah for the 2nd straight game. Parker Brokenel will start. Marcus Peters out there as well, along with Matt Eliason and Cole Nicholson. It'll be Cole Nicholson who's going to headline this Chaska team, coming into the game averaging 22.8 a game. He's had 20 points in in 6 of the 7 games, or 7 of the 8 games. Had 19 against Edina for his only sub 20-point night. Chaska's Nicholson and Bjorklund, who's averaging 15.2. What do you think those 2 are going to have to do tonight to kind of combat that Eden Prairie high-scoring offense?
Well, one thing that Cole does well, and we've talked about it both telecasts, is that he can score from multiple places on the court. And he's going to have to do that tonight, because Eden Prairie's skill set is going to pull him away from the basket. He's going to have to do some things. Parker, he's really been that number 2 scorer for this team, and when he goes well early, Chaska plays well early, and obviously Connor Krinos has been that outside threat for Chaska that they sorely need. And you'll need some contributions from guys like Marcus Peter, Zach Leah, hitting some key shots at key moments. You don't have to do too much. You just have to play your role.
Right. And that's one thing Dana Coleman has really stressed this year. Without, obviously, standout senior Miles Hansen, you had Andrew Coleman and Alex Rosani graduated last year with Carolyn Rodriguez, also the 2 other seniors. It's one thing that Chaska's had to do this year. Not exactly the biggest team on the floor, but they will scrap. I know you talked to Matt Eliason after the Eastview game, and he said he's not going to beat you he's going to beat you on the aggressive side of things, and that's one thing that Chaska's done this year.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, there's not one single guy that tries to take over the game for Chaska. They just let the game flow. So that's what they need tonight.
It'll be Austin Andrews, and Connor Krinos has the tip here back for Chaska. Number 13, Chaska donning the all-white uniforms this evening from Eden Prairie High School. Ryan, Paul, and Eric Krauscher with you. Krinos gives it over for Marcus Peters. Peters in the eyeball of Drake Dobbs. No good. Eden Prairie's Dobbs, number 11 out there, the team's leading scorer at 18 points per contest, will headline that Eden Prairie offensive threat tonight. On the outside, it's up top here for Andrews. Andrews swings it over to Dobbs against Eliason. Eliason contested the shot as he went up with it. Just over 30 seconds in, the first foul of the game against Matt Eliason. Chaska really going to need to stay out of foul trouble if they want to have a chance tonight.
Yeah, and that's, it's something that Parker got into a little bit of trouble against Edina, was limited there in the second half. Cole Nicholson obviously going to have a tough defensive matchup with Austin Andrews as well.
Here's Dobbs at the line. 1 of 2, good. 1-0 score here early from Eden Prairie High School. Krinos in the backcourt, guarded by John Henry. He's 6'4", sophomore, 12 points a game. Here's Bjorklund down low for Chaska, number 1. Swings it off for a corner 3 ball from Krinos. Just a bit off. Chaska 0 for 2 from the field so far. Kluge, the only senior on the floor, has the rebound. Kluge up ahead off the left side. Now it's up top for Andrews. Andrews gives it right back to Kluge. Kluge in the paint, up with the right, fouled by Peters. 17:02 on the clock. Eden Prairie going to the line for their 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Peters' first foul, Chaska's second.
Yeah, and both those fouls came on Eden Prairie going to the basket a little quicker with the dribble.
Yep. This is Kyler Kluge, the only senior in the starting lineup. His season high this year, 18 in Burnsville to start off the season. It's a 2-0 game here. Kluge, up and good. 3-0 Eden Prairie. 17 minutes, we're a minute in here. Chaska and Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie just dropped to number 4 in the rankings provided by Minnesota Basketball News earlier today. Chaska, surprisingly to us, stays at number 8. This is Bjorklund off for Nicholson here through Peters. Nicholson on the far side. It's up top for Eliason now. Eliason from 15, that's long. Matt Eliason's jumper not doing too well so far this year. Drake Dobbs quickly across the Eden Prairie logo at midcourt. The sophomore crosses over, guarded by Eliason. And gives it off for Kluge. Kluge over for John Henry. Returns it here for Connor Christensen. First time we've called his number tonight. He had 22 in ECU, averages 17 points a game. Eden Prairie up 5-0 early here. Austin Andrews, his first 2 of the game. Here's Peters, guarded by Dobbs. Now he enters it for Bjorklund. Bjorklund takes the baseline, up off the window. A lot of contact, no foul. Rebound by Andrews. Dana Coleman wants a call. No whistle, though. Just under 16 minutes here into the paint. A spin and a travel called. With 15:50 to go, 5-0 Hawks down early.
Yeah, it was a strong move from Parker. A lot of contact. Timmy Layton works at Minnesota State High School League. Former journalist at the Pioneer Press. He says all ball.
No call there. Chaska's still sitting at 2 fouls. Eden Prairie yet to commit a foul tonight. That's been called, I should say. Now Nicholson crosses over, finds an open Krinos, and a block call. There's Eden Prairie's first foul. It goes against number 24, Connor Christensen.
We call that one a makeup call?
15:32 to go here. Three ball from Nicholson. There you go. We were talking earlier. Nicholson shooting. Not too great this year, but he starts off scoring here for Chaska with his first 3 of the night. They cut the lead to 2. 15:11 to go here. Swung all the way across for Christensen. Now it's up to the top for Henry. Chaska's students, a phenomenal showing tonight. I can't see a single Eden Prairie student. Dobbs misses a 3. Krinos contact foul. Over the back, it's going to go against John Henry of Eden Prairie with 15 minutes flat to go, and it's a 5-3 Eden Prairie lead. Chaska has a chance to go ahead here on this possession.
Well, you know, the thing with Cole and his three-point shooting is if he can set his feet, that's such a big thing. When he rushes that shot a little bit, he'll hit the front end a little bit, but he set his feet there and it was deep, but it's in.
He'll beat you on the inside and then he can pull you out as well. A tough player to guard is Cole Nicholson, the junior. Now he is inside, spins around, gives for Bjorklund. Bjorklund at the key. Now Bjorklund fakes the screen. We've seen him do that a couple times this year. Up with the reverse off the window. Tie game, 5-5. 14.5 to go. Inside is Andrews. Kicks it into the corner for Christensen, who misses the three. Chaska with a chance to go ahead for the first time tonight. Nicholson quickly pushes, crosses over. A lot of contact, goes up with it, no good. Can't get his own rebound. Bjorklund finds it though. Now Bjorklund slaps the ball, fakes it out. He goes up and no good, short. A lot of contact. I don't think it was enough for a call though. Zach Lee going to check in for the first time tonight, the next dead ball. 14 minutes to go here from Eden Prairie. Ryan Paul, Eric Croucher with you. Number 4 seed against the number 8 seed in Class 4A. Both teams could meet in the section tournament this year, both out of Section 2. A steal by Nicholson. Chaska's got numbers. Number 33, Nicholson pushes ahead. Now he has Peters. Peters ahead with it. 13:40. Reads the clock here from Eden Prairie. Krenos off for Bjorklund. A 3-ball. Rare sight to see Bjorklund pull up a 3-ball. Peters had the rebound go in and out of his hands with 13.5 to go. And Eden Prairie with a 5-5 tie here. Now Kluge lets it go in and out of his hands. Eden Prairie still with their starting 5 on the floor, as does Chaska. A good backdoor cut from Connor Christensen. Up and good for 2. Austin Andrews with the assist. 13 minutes to go. Eden Prairie back on top. Peters off for Eliason here with just under 13. This is Krenos. Guarded by Andrews. Bjorklund now. Bjorklund needs to get down low. Now he screens off. Neska head coach Dana Coleman barking out the commands from the sideline, right just to the right-hand side of us. Krenos here, steps back, finds it down low for Bjorklund. Bjorklund up, blocked by Andrews. They get the rebound, does Eden Prairie. 12.5 here from Eden Prairie. Kyler Kluge with it. Kluge off for John Henry. Inside, Andrews went up and was fouled with 12:25 to go. We have a slew of substitutions here. It'll be DJ Johnson entering for Eden Prairie after the first free throw. Andrew Fix and Zach Lee will check in for Dana Coleman and the Chaska Hawks. Nicholson throws out his piece of gum, apparently. He lost the contact last game in this game against Edina, and this one he has to throw out his gum. Here's Austin Andrews at the line. His first one is good. He's got 3. DJ Johnson, the senior, checks in for the Eagles, averaging 6.2 per game. He's had season-high 12-point performances in Minnehaha Academy in Lakeville North. Here's Andrews, 2 of 2 at the line, a 9-5 lead for Edina here.
Well, you're noticing they got a bigger body. Well, now they got DJ Johnson on him. Earlier they had on Connor Krenos, they had John Henry, 6'4", extending the floor on him and not giving him an inch.
Nicholson down low here, going up against a lot of contact. Whistled for the travel before the foul was able to be called. Chaska's seniors Matt Eliason and Marcus Peters come off the floor for the first time tonight. 12:09 to go here, and it's a 4-point Eden Prairie lead. Thanks for joining us on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks broadcast network this evening. Glad you've joined us. Remember, you can watch live all season long at ChaskaBasketballReport.com. As Andrews misses a 3 for Eden Prairie. Zach Lee, the sophomore, coming off the bench for his first rebound of the night. 11:50 to go. Here's Fix, who also came off the bench. Fix back and forth with Bjorklund. On the near side, now it's Fix, swings it across for Nicholson. Nicholson stopped up by Christensen. Missed shot, though, by Nicholson, and Eden Prairie has a chance to push here. Kluge across the timeline. Guarded by Fix. Here's a 3-ball from Dobbs. Got it off quickly. And there's a 3-ball from Drake Dobbs. His first bucket of the evening. Chaska calls a timeout, down 7 here with 11:24 to go. And we will be right back on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks broadcast network.
Lenz and Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Welcome back to Eden Prairie High School. Ryan Paul, Eric Krauscher joining you with just under 11 and a half to go. Chaska calls the first timeout of the game, down by 7, the largest deficit tonight, a 12-5 lead for Eden Prairie. Austin Andrews and Drake Dobbs both have 4. Bjorklund has 2 for Chaska. Nicholson with a tray ball. Eric, first impressions?
Team basketball from Eden Prairie, individual basketball from Chaska so far. And, like you said, you heard Dana Coleman calling out, set a screen. A lot of one-on-one basketball right now. So that's got to change if Chaska wants to stay with this talented offensive team from EP.
Young but talented is the theme for this Eagles roster. Here is Fix in the corner. He's yet to find a shot out of 3-ball this year. He's come off the bench for Chaska in the majority of their games. Yet to have a breakout shooting performance, though. Missed the game in Buffalo and an offensive foul against Christensen. Fix averaging 1.5 points per game. He missed the game versus Buffalo. As I said, he was on a family vacation. Head coach Dave Flom for Eden Prairie. Wanting to know how many fouls Andrews had. It's his first foul of the evening. Offensively, both teams with 3 fouls so far. Here is Leah across. Leah now off for Nicholson inside. Nicholson against Kluge. Swings it over a bullet into the corner for Fix. That's off, but it's going to trickle in. Chaska's Andrew Fix with his first 3 points of the year, or with his first 3-pointer of the year, I should say.
I've never gotten that roll in my game.
Huh. That's not just you. 10.5 to go. 12-8 lead for Eden Prairie. Missed layup down low. Andrews called for the travel, rightfully so. Matt Eliason, go ahead.
Oh, Parker did a smart thing there. He was beat underneath, went straight up, didn't pick up a second foul there. That's a good sign right there.
Eliason checking back in. We'll see a little Spencer Getz at the next dead ball. Getz didn't see much action against Edina, but he'll check in here at the next stoppage. Here's Bjorklund at the other end. Eliason replacing Fix. Oh, Eliason replacing Bjorklund out there. Wait, that's not right. Now to the corner for Fix, I guess. Fix's 3's too long, a little trigger happy. Bjorklund there, Eliason there for the rebound. But a whistle. It's going to go against Nicholson. He pushed off with just under 10 minutes to go. And that's the second one on Cole Nicholson. First one on Cole Nicholson. Bjorklund checks out. 9:55 to go. Here's Dobbs coming up the floor, crosses the timeline, guarded by Eliason. Bjorklund seeing the bench for the first time tonight. Comes up, does the ball to John Henry. A 3-ball is off. Leah there for the rebound for Chaska. 9 pass just out of the reach of Kluge. Here's Nicholson who sinks the 3-ball. Nicholson's up to 6. 9:30 to go. Hawks and Eagles. Chaska's cut it to a 1-point game on number 4. Hawks staying in number 8 in the Minnesota Basketball News rankings, which came out just this afternoon. Eden Prairie drops from number 1 to number 4 after losing to Lakeville North. A 3-ball from Kyler Kluge is good. He's up to 5 points. Kluge, the only senior in the starting lineup this evening. DJ Johnson, who's guarding Leah there, is also a senior, but he comes off the bench. Leah and Johnson getting into it. Now Johnson just out of the reach of a steal. Leah pulls off from 18. It's off. Rebound by Eden Prairie's Austin Andrews. At the other end, Kluge up off the glass. No good. Long arms of Austin Andrews. Holy moly.
And that's something that Eden Prairie does very, very well, is that transition game. DJ Johnson, that's where he gets a lot of his points off the bench.
Here's Spencer Getz, the freshman, just checked in for head coach Janet Coleman with 8.5 to go here. Getz sees his first action. Here comes Nicholson. Now he gives it off for Elias into the corner for Leah. Chaska still not looking great team basketball-wise. A couple of misset screens. Now Leah crosses. Leah inside for Nicholson. Off the window, spins it in for 2. Chaska back within 4.
Yeah, we saw this last year that Eden Prairie would throw DJ Jackson, smaller body, on Miles Hansen, gave up a whole foot. We've now seen Kyler Klug, the point guard, guarding Cole Nicholson the last about 4 or 5 possessions.
Andrews missed the spinner at the other end. Here's a 3-ball from Dobbs. He will not miss from that spot. You give Dobbs a wide open 3, and he's not going to miss. Just over 7.5 to go here. It's a 20-13 lead for Eden Prairie. Dobbs got crossed by Zach Leah. Now Nicholson for the 3. Yes, sir. Cole Nicholson is money.
He must have heard you in the pregame. He's now 3 for 3. That's 4 makes so far for Chaska on 8 shots.
As we said, Nicholson averaging 22.8 per game. He had a season-high 26 in a loss to North St. Paul on opening night. Leah the rebound. Chaska trying to cut it to a 1-possession game. A steal by Kluge. Kluge's going to come all the way down the other end and put it away with 7 minutes to go. Kluge's up to 7 now. Chaska, right when they had the momentum, they lost it off a steal. A good crowd here tonight. Chaska travels well, as do the Eden Prairie fans of their home gym. Now Fick's going to try another 3. That's off. He probably needs to chill out with that. Now Leah up on good off the 2-ball. Fix with the steal. Quickly down the other way comes Eden Prairie, and now a foul on the floor by Fix. Kind of ran into Austin Andrews there, which calls the foul. A slew of substitutions. It'll be Connor Crinos, Parker Brooklyn, and Marcus Peters for Chaska. Onto the floor for Eden Prairie, it'll be number 45, Brendon Donahue.
Another sophomore.
Another sophomore. Donahue seeing his first notable action of the season. Don't even have any points per game information on him.
Hey, it's a great time of the year to try out a few guys.
We usually would see Dunford come off the bench for head coach David Flom, but instead he goes with the 6-foot sophomore guard Brendon Donahue, donning number 45 out there in black.
You got a guard-oriented team here in Chaska, shooting a lot of threes. Stick another 6'7" guy out doesn't help.
Henry off the ball screen, missed the 3-ball short. 6:20 to go. Nicholson coming the other way. Now it's Bjorklund down. Bjorklund off the glass, up and good. Here's a chance for a 3-point play for Parker Bjorklund. Seen a lot of those this year, 3-point play opportunities from Chaska.
Well, Parker knows how to use his body underneath the hoop. He's a cross-country runner, but he understands, that ball fake will draw a guy to try to block the shot almost every single time. So, yeah, he's had a knack for those. And that's 2 fouls on John Henry.
(22-20) the score. Say fans, we're going to come right back. We're going to fix some quality issues here real quick. We'll be right back on the Lens and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Broadcast Network. Well, welcome back. I apologize. We had to take a brief stoppage there. Sorry if you missed any action. I'm trying to get it so the video doesn't stutter as much. We're just under 5.5 minutes to go. It's a 22-22 tie between Chaska and Eden Prairie here. Here's a block against Eden Prairie. Dave Flom is letting Tim Layton, the official, hear it. Austin Andrews, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's a big call foul because both those guys have 1 foul. Now Andrews has 2. Cole maybe tried to force things there, but hey, Chaska got the call, I guess.
5:19 to go here. Hopefully the settings on the quality have been adjusted a little bit so we're not getting as much skipping. Here's Peters. Chaska tied it up here. Here's Nicholson now. Nicholson off for Peters. A 3-ball. Chaska's got the lead for the first time tonight. 5 minutes to go. 25-22 Hawks lead.
Again, a kick-out 3-pointer, a guy like Marcus Peters. That's his type of game.
Good looking spin move inside by Connor Christensen, but he took one too many steps. And as it traveled, Chaska has a chance to make it a 2-possession lead here.
Well, that's what I was talking about at the first break here. Chaska was a little bit one-on-one. Eden Prairie was working as a team. Now we're seeing that switch. Chaska's kicking the ball out. EP's trying to do it one player at a time.
13 Krinos all the way down. Short range shot, no good. Here's a 3-ball from Connor Christensen. Now Krinos with it. Off for Nicholson here. 4:15 to go from Eden Prairie High School. Nicholson, a nice move inside. Got it. Rebound off the miss. No good the second try. Bjorklund's down there fighting for it. He gets the rebound. A lot of contact. Bjorklund tied up. Jump ball. Arrow with Eden Prairie. Bjorklund did a fantastic job fighting in that there. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left. Eden Prairie gets the ball back and a tie-up.
Not sure the Eden Prairie guy ever had any ball. Might have had a couple wrists there, but the back was turned to the referee, so it's hard to see probably.
Just under 4 minutes to go here from Eden Prairie. Ryan Paul, Eric Krauscher. 29-19, 25, 29-25, 25-25 here. Gets the rebound off the off the Dobbs miss rather. Here's Getz now at the other end, off for Bjorklund. Now a Krinos 3-ball, it's up, no good. Rebound, still loose. Getz battling for it. Spencer Getz comes away with it. The freshman, a lot of contact here. There's a foul. They're going to tie it. They're going to call it a tie-up. Dana Coleman displeased that there was no foul there. So good effort from the freshman, Spencer Getz.
Hey, it's going to be a physical game anytime Chaska and EP play, and I'm all right with that.
3:25 to go here, a 25-25 tie. Bjorklund had the ball batted away from him. Now here's Dobbs. Dobbs into the corner for Johnson. Johnson's 3-ball, too long. Rebound Chaska. Here's Eliason. Down the other way with it here. Here's Peters, wants a screen. Krinos pokes out now. Bjorklund down low against Christensen. Now Eliason takes the baseline. Eliason off the glass, blocked by Dobbs. 2:50 to go. Dobbs with it here at the Eden Prairie logo at center court. Nicholson waiting to check in for Chaska. Here's Johnson now. Johnson over for Connor Christensen for 3. A good shot from the Eden Prairie sophomore. Christensen's up to 8 tonight.
Yeah, usually when you stop and start again, the shot doesn't go. But, man, that was all money.
Eden Prairie back with the lead here, 28-25. 2 minutes, just over that, to go here. Now down low, Bjorklund still battling for the rebound. Getz also involved. 2:05 to go. Nicholson and Andrews going to check back in for their respective teams.
You saw a big difference there, offensive flow, with Nicholson on the bench. Everything doesn't flow as well. And that's why he's such an important part of this team.
Dobbs going to bring it up the floor for Eden Prairie. We go under 2 minutes to play in the first half from Eden Prairie High School. Krinos here, guarding against Kluge. Now Dobbs inside with the right, no good. Rebound Andrews. Andrews up and no good. That goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Eden Prairie. 1:45 on the clock. Baseline inbound for Eden Prairie here. John Henry returns, going to replace Johnson. Eden Prairie back to their starting 5. Dobbs with the black headband. Around his forehead has it. Now off for Kluge. Kluge all the way into the other corner for Christensen. Christensen's 3, no good. Rebound, Nicholson for Chaska. 1.5 to go, 90 seconds on the clock. Johnson a quick breather, checks right back into the scorer's table. Krinos inside for Eliason here. Bjorkman also going to re-enter for Chaska. Here's Nicholson for 12. No. Rebound snagged by Austin Andrews for Eden Prairie. 1:15 on the clock. A 28-25 lead for Eden Prairie. And here's a foul against Matt Eliason for Chaska. That'll be number 2.
Foul on Chaska.
6 fouls on Chaska here. Eliason the first for Chaska to pick up 2. He'll see the bench momentarily. Christensen at the top of the key catches the inbound pass inside of Kluge. Kluge no-look pass off for Andrews. Andrews into the paint against Bjorkman. Nice move. Backing down Bjorkman, up and good for 2. Back up to a 2-possession game.
Well, one thing Andrews does is he understands how to use his body underneath the hoop as well.
30-25 the score. Leah across here. Krinos steps out of bounds. No, he got pushed. John Henry committed the violation. The foul number 6 on Eden Prairie. DJ Johnson going to return.
Foul on Eden Prairie, 31. John Henry, his third.
Brendon Donahue also going to check in here for Eden Prairie, the sophomore. Coming off the bench.
Andrews has 2 fouls. They don't want him to pick up a third in the last minute here.
The board has 3 fouls against 31 John Henry. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but if that is the case, that would be big for Chaska. Getting the Eden Prairie big guys into foul trouble. 40 seconds left in the first half. Leah stands on the far side. Guarded by Dobbs. Dobbs held to 7 points so far, averaging 18 points a contest here. In this season, still young, Eden Prairie 5-1 overall, 77 points per contest score the Eagles. Nicholson here with 15 seconds left, off for Krinos. Krinos swings for Leah at the timeline. Chaska holding for the last shot. 30-25, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Nicholson comes off from the elbow. It's up and no good. Time going to run out of the first half. Dobbs heaves one down the floor with his right hand. And at the break, Chaska down by 5 to Eden Prairie. We'll be right back on the Legend Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. A 5-point lead for Eden Prairie when we return the second half of action.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services, with clinic locations in Chaska, Shakopee, and Savage. Schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Eden Prairie High School on the Legend Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Ryan, Paul, and Eric Croucher with you here for just about second half action between Chaska and Eden Prairie. 30-25 lead for the Eagles at halftime. Eric, first half impressions.
Well, you know, the one-year word that I used before the game and talking to Dan Huss, sports editor at the Eden Prairie News, was depth for Eden Prairie. He used the word balance.
Yeah.
4 different guys with 7 or 8 points. And, you know, that's a tough thing for an opposing team to play against, is a team that you just score from all 5 positions on the court. So that's definitely been the difference.
It's interesting the way you look at it. If you have Chaska, you know, you're going to say that they have depth and you balance. It's just you start 4 sophomores. They're all talented. They're all big. It's just a matter of how you look at it and how they can play together. Really, is how that Chaska or how that Eden Prairie team will mesh together.
Well,
go ahead.
Oh yeah, as I said, they all have different roles.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Andrews is the guy from the inside. Christensen loves hitting from you know, that corner to the side. Dobbs is your you know, your playmaker, shooter. Kluge runs that offense. You know, so that's what makes them work so well, is that they don't have 4 the same scorers. They have 4 different guys who all do different things.
Yep. Eric Croucher with you here for Chaska and Eden Prairie. Down low for Chaska is a missed shot. Rebound by Drake Dobbs. Eden Prairie Eagles working right to left across your screen this evening. A 5-point lead for the Eagles at the half. No Eden Prairie scores in double figures to this point. Christensen and Andrews both have 8. Here's a missed shot down low by Austin Andrews. He puts it back up and good for 2. And as I say that, the first Eden Prairie scorer in double figures is Austin Andrews with 10.
Yeah, and Austin Andrews, he really hurts you on that offensive glass. Really does a nice job.
17-15 to go here. Here's Nicholson up and good off the window for 2. Chaska with an answer. Nicholson up to 15. Chaska head coach Dana Coleman yelling, "We need a stop," and that they do. Early in the second half, they want to get back with the advantage. Parker Bjorklund called for the contact down low. He hooked in a little bit, and that's what the foul call was on. Second against Bjorklund. Here's the first free throw from Austin Andrews.
Just be consistent. That's all David wants. That's all I want. Consistency. We know what a foul is.
Andrews for the second one. Good. 16-47, 34-27 the score here in the second half from Eden Prairie High School. On the Legend Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Eliason here at the top of the key. Chaska starts the second half with their original starting 5. A 3 ball was missed outside. Dobbs comes away with the board. Now he gives it off for Andrews. Walking violation against Eden Prairie, and he's going the other way.
Yeah, I'd like to see Marcus Peters take more shots off of kick-out passes. That's where he, like I said in the first half, that's where he's in rhythm. That one-on-one shot doesn't fall as often.
He had a couple of huge threes in that Edina game. He had a couple of big ones in the Lakeville game. So he's shown that he can make shots as Eliason pulls up from 3-point range. It's no good. Eliason's over 3. There's Dobbs in the paint and kicks it off here for Henry. As we were saying, Peters can make shots. He's just got to shoot him. He's not a leader. I guess you could say, not to say he's not a leader, but he's not going to be your standout scorer. Here he is on defense against Henry, or Andrews rather, who missed the 3. Now Peters called for the double dribble. It's just under 16 to go. Dobbs catches the inbound pass. And works off a ball screen here, guarded by Eliason. Here's a 3 ball from Henry. It's up and good. Eden Prairie up by 10. Not the way that Chaska wanted to start that second half. And Dana Coleman will call a timeout.
Eden Prairie's come out with a purpose. You could see even after the one make Cole had, they raced down the court. They they're trying to push the tempo a little bit. They don't want to be in a 30-25 type game.
We'll be right back on the Lunch and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Welcome back to Eden Prairie High School, the OSR Physical Therapy Holiday Classic here. The second year that we've covered this tournament. Chaska plays Eden Prairie here tonight on their home floor, and then we'll play Shakopee this Friday. We'll bring you coverage of that game as well. Eric Crouch and Ryan Paul with you for this one. Here's a Nicholson 3-ball off the timeout, and he missed that with 15.5 to go. Eden Prairie comes down the other end with speed. That's Kylo Kluge. Kicks it off for a wide open Connor Christensen money ball. Eden Prairie by 13, the largest lead of the night.
Shots are starting to fall for Eden Prairie.
That's where they're going to kill you. They got 4 sophomores on the floor right now. They start 4 sophomores, and they're all able to make shots from the perimeter. Here's Peters outside for now Eliason. Threw into a double team. Nicholson never had a chance to collect that one. 15 minutes to go here. Johnson will check back in for Eden Prairie. Chaska students trying to give their team a pick 'em up here. Down low is Austin Andrews against Bjorklund. Missed that one with the left. Bjorklund scrapping for the rebound. A 40-27 lead here for Eden Prairie with just under 15 in this second half. Here's Krinos off for Eliason now. Eliason yet to score. Up to the top for Bjorklund. Bjorklund it's 4. Now Bjorklund falling on the floor, finds Eliason as he's falling down. Peters the extra one into the corner for Krinos. Now for Bjorklund once more in the paint with the left block foul. That's 3 on Austin Andrews. First foul of the half for Eden Prairie. That's good for Chaska.
Yeah, Chaska needs that number 2 scorer right now. You know, all the big wins they've had,
Yep.
it hasn't just been Cole. It's been either Parker, it's been Krinos. And when you get one-dimensional, and you start seeing those double teams on Cole, and it makes life pretty tough.
Yep. It's been the theme here tonight. Eden Prairie's been able to expose Chaska in all parts of the game. Chaska yet, they've shown good balance this year so far as, being able to fight down low and hit shots from outside. That's really been a struggle so far tonight. 14-15 to go in the second half from Eden Prairie High School. Eagles and the Hawks. Eden Prairie number 4 in Class 4A. Chaska just a few spots behind them at number 8. A good crowd on hand here tonight. We had Edina and Shakopee just before this game, and now the nightcap, the main event here tonight, Eden Prairie and Chaska. Here is Andrews. He got away with a couple steps, missed the layup inside, got his own board. Now it's loose. Bjorklund has it. Bjorklund's going to push ahead. Here comes Parker Bjorklund. Bjorklund the other way with the left hand up and good for 2. Parker Bjorklund pulls it Chaska within 9.
This has been the point of the game where Chaska's played really, really well start of the season.
Christensen down at the other end for 2. Eden Prairie back up by double figures. DJ Johnson posts one out of bounds right in front of the sparingly few Eden Prairie students. 13.5 from Eden Prairie. Krinos has it here right in front of us, courtside at EPHS. Big thank you to all the folks here at Eden Prairie who've been very good hospitality-wise. As Zach Leah spins one in, a good sign for Chaska there. You're nodding your head, Eric.
Well, he didn't settle for a 3 there.
Yep.
That's the second time he's scored inside. Again, that's development from a sophomore to understand that you don't have to just be a 3-point shooter.
Leah got the start in the first 6 games and has come off the bench the last 2. Connor Krinos with the start. Here's a 25-footer from Kluge, no good. Rebound offensively by Eden Prairie. Now an air ball, but another offensive rebound. And Dana Coleman cannot be happy about that at all.
Well, we talked about pregame about team basketball rebounding. Eden Prairie's outworking them.
Chaska's going to need to pick it up here if they want to have a chance. They're down by 11. to formerly ranked #1 seed. Here's Bjorklund at the other end with 12:25 to go. He gives it off for Leah. Leah up off the window, in for two. Zach Leah, another good sign for Chaska. He's up to 6 for this half. Quickly down the other way, though, comes Kluge. Kluge against Leah. Offensive foul, no call. Now it's off Christensen here. No good. Another offensive rebound. Now Leah's going to get called for reaching in. It's going to be Spencer Getz who will check in for Chaska. As will number 31, John Henry, who's going to check in with 3 fouls.
Yeah, Spencer, brings a little tenacity on, that rebounding, and right now he needs somebody to grab that basketball.
Didn't see much action against #1 Eden Prairie, or against #1 Edina rather, just last week. But he does see the floor a little bit tonight. And down by 10, Eden Prairie, or Chaska's, or Eden Prairie's Connor Christensen rather. Sorry, I was trying to catch a glimpse. Cole Nicholson's getting his ankle worked on, it looks like. As we go under 12 minutes to go, he checks out and will get taped up by the athletic trainer on site here. Back on the floor, though, Zach Leah with a Kleenex in his nose. He got knocked in the nose, started bleeding in the first half. Nobody really noticed it until he walked over to the bench and had blood all over his jersey. So with 11:50 to go, a foul against Eden Prairie. It's against Kluge. It's his first. Second team foul for Eden Prairie. Nicholson's going to re-enter.
It's actually a shoe.
Yeah, I think his shoe broke. Yeah, that's interesting. They just taped up his shoe. Huh. Well, no injury after all. As we go under 12 minutes, Nicholson re-enters. Probably a little less traction for Nicholson. He's got some athletic tape. That's his kind of a sticky part of his shoe down there. Here he is. He has the ball down the baseline, out of bounds. Eden Prairie ball. Got good post defense by Kylo Kluge for Eden Prairie against Nicholson.
That's probably not the first time EP's head athletic trainer has had to work on the equipment. 1980 Miracle on Ice fame.
Here's a 3-ball. John Henry. Henry up to 6 now. Lee all the way at the other end goes up with it and is called and is fouled. 11:11 to go here. Third foul of the evening third foul of the half on Eden Prairie. Kyler Kluge collects his second personal foul. Looks like they're going to pull out his brother's shoes. Nicholson can exit. And he's going to put on Brady's shoes, his brother, who's a sophomore. I think Brady wears like a size 15, so I don't know how this is going to work. But I guess Cole probably wears a size 15 too. The Chaska bench getting some laughter out of this one. But back on the basketball floor, it's a 13-point game. 49-36, Eden Prairie with the lead. 11 minutes to go. Here's DJ Johnson, the senior, at the key. Gives it off now for Connor Christensen. Now a 3-ball from Dobbs. No good. Eliason flies in for the board. Here's Krinos the other way. Crosses over upon catching it. Now it's worked over to Eliason through Peters. Off now for Bjorklund. Up top for Leah. Leah up with the right. Good. Zach Leah showing signs of life here. He's up now. It's just 7 points this half, 9 on the night. Zach Leah, a season high.
He's keeping them in the game right now.
The sophomore off the bench. Eden Prairie misses a layup down the other way. That was Connor Christensen. 10 minutes to go here from Eden Prairie. Now Bjorklund all the way down at the other end. No good off the glass. Gets the offensive board. Gets the putback. Chaska with some life here. Gets his first 2 points of the night.
Well, and that's what we've seen from Spencer when he's been in there is he just goes to the basket, cleans up the garbage a little bit. Good rebounder. That's a big basket right there.
That's all you can ask out of a sophomore that's not exactly the biggest, or the freshman that's not exactly the biggest guy on the court, but has to play the big spot. 9:38 to go. Johnson misses. Chaska comes away with it. It's Bjorklund who's going to shuffle one ahead here for Krinos. Krinos takes the baseline, reverses it up, and good for 2. Chaska's into it. 9.5 to go. 49-42.
We've seen Chaska make a run every second half. Maybe here it is.
7-point deficit when we come back from Chaska High School. We'll be right back on the Lunch and Chevy, the Baylor Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Hawks cut it to single digits.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries. We are the exclusive provider of the Chaska, Chanhassen, Jordan, and Shakopee high schools, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services, with clinic locations in Chaska, Shakopee, and Savage. Schedule an appointment today.
Eden Prairie High School for the OSR Holiday Classics. It's the location. We're back here on the Lens and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. The Hawks cut it to a 7-point lead for Eden Prairie here. Ryan Paul and Eric Krauscher with you for the nightcap here from Eden Prairie of the OSR Holiday Classic. Second year we've covered this event here. Chaska will play Shakopee this Friday as their conclusion of this tournament. Here's an up and good for 2 bucket for Kyler Kluge. And Eden Prairie back by 9 now, 51-42. Kluge up to 9 points on the night. 8:39 to go here from Eden Prairie. Now Leah kicks it off into the corner for Eliason. Now up top for Nicholson, who's changed shoes since we last saw him. Nicholson pokes it out. Leah, this would be big. Zach Leah spots up a 3. Yes, sir! Zach Leah up to 12 points, a season high for the sophomore.
He'll be keeping that toilet paper in the nose.
Yep. Don't be surprised if you see that on Friday against Shakopee. Here's Nicholson at the key. Got it from Leah. Now it's Elias into the corner for Nicholson, who chucks one up. Yes, sir. Chaska, here we go. A 3-point game.
Well, and Chaska, when they're getting the free ball going a little bit, that's really when they make their run. Huge shot from Zach Leah 2 possessions ago.
Here comes the momentum from the Chaska fans. It feels like a home game here from Eden Prairie High School. A 3-ball from Eden Prairie's Henry is no good. Nicholson the rebound, 7.5 to go. And it's a Chaska chance to tie it up here. 51-48, the Hawks on a big run here. Eliason up top for Leah. Leah over Nicholson. Zach Leah burst in the second half, 10 points. Inside, Eliason lost it. He's scrapping for it. Jump ball going to go in favor of Eden Prairie. Connor Crino is going to check back in for Chaska with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left. Eliason will exit.
One thing I noticed here between Edina and Eden Prairie, watching both those games, both teams had leads and just went 3 happy. Eden Prairie doesn't need to do that. They've stopped getting the ball down low to their big Austin Andrews, and when you get 3 happy, you're not hitting. That's when you allow teams to get transition buckets.
And that's really what Chaska did it against Edina and took a lead. They did it again. Now they're doing it against Eden Prairie here tonight. And they're looking for their first lead of the evening. 6:50 to go here. This is Kluge at the key. Now he gives it off for Anders. Anders away for John Henry. Now it's up top for Dobbs. Chaska's fans getting into it. Crino's playing good defense. Eden Prairie using up some clock here. Kluge off for Dobbs. Now a 3-ball from Kluge. It's long. Rebound. Chaska's Bjorklund reaching. Yeah, there we go. Finally get the call. And it's a foul against Eden Prairie. Chaska's Dana Coleman has been wanting that call all night, and he finally gets it.
Yeah, anytime you come around the back from a guy, it's generally going to be a foul compared to like a jump ball. And that was the case in that one.
6:25 on the clock, a 3-point lead for Eden Prairie. Chaska looking for their first lead of the night. If they can get a bucket here and then come down and score on the next possession. Carino's streaking, didn't get the ball from Peters. Now Bjorklund has it up top for Leah. Leah still with that tissue paper in his right nostril. Now Eliason lost it, got bailed out though. Or it was Bjorklund rather who lost it, got bailed out by Eden Prairie pushing it out of bounds. Here from the OSR Physical Therapy Holiday Classic. Say fans, where are you watching CHBN from tonight? Tweet a picture of your viewing setup and use hashtag CHBN. Here's Bjorklund who pulls up from 18. No good. Rebound. Goes out of bounds and it's Eden Prairie ball. With just under 6 minutes to go here. 51-48 the score. Leading scorer in the contest is Cole Nicholson with 18. He had 13 in the first half. Connor Christensen leads Eden Prairie with 15, and then Austin Andrews has 14 for the Eagles. Drake Dobbs has 7. Kyler Kluge has 9, rounding out the Eden Prairie notable scores. Here's Henry, who's yet to, or here's Johnson, who's yet to score rather. Gives it up top for Dobbs now. Drake Dobbs, a sophomore. For Kluge here. Kluge inside. Kluge off into the corner for Christensen. Air ball, rebound offensively by Andrews though. Inside the paint, puts it back up for 2. 53-48. Here's Bjorklund down low. Bjorklund off for Peters. Peters a 3-ball money. Just what the doctor ordered for Chaska. Back within 2 of the Hawks with 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Chaska with the momentum in the gym here from Eden Prairie High School. We will be right back on the Legend Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Do not go anywhere.
How do you know?
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Welcome back to Eden Prairie on the Luncheon Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. It's been exactly an explosion in this second half for Chaska. He's up to 10 points and leads all second half scoring. Eric Crouch and Ryan Paul along with you here for the final 5 minutes of regulation in this one. The number 4 seed Eden Prairie and the number 8 seed Chaska Hawks. Drake Dobbs at the top of the key now. Gives it off for number 31 John Henry, who has 3 fouls. Up top now for the senior Kluge. The only senior on the floor for Eden Prairie. This is their starting 5. Chaska with their starting 5 out there with the exception of Leah replacing Eliason. Chaska's Krinos working through some screens with 4.5 to go here. He guards Dobbs the key. Dobbs gives it away now for Andrews. Zach Leah doing a good job guarding the back door cut down low. Now Dobbs trying to get through Krinos. Runs right into Nicholson, but Nicholson backed out. Got it. 2 for Drake Dobbs. He's up to 9. His first 2 points of the second half. Here's Leah, the sophomore, off the bench for Chaska tonight. Parker Bjorklund got a little greedy with that bounce pass there. Kluge stole it away. They slow up now. An O-look pass off for Andrews. Back to Dobbs. Eden Prairie back up by 6. Out of the Chaska timeout, Eden Prairie on a 5-0 run. And Dana Coleman has to call one no more than a minute later. They only have 1 timeout remaining. Let's keep it right here, Eric. What do you think Chaska going to have to do to close this one out?
Well, I mean, you look at how they got back in the game, 3-ball. A lot of kick-out passes where you're going towards the hoop, getting the ball out to a wide-open shooter. You know, Connor Krinos has been that guy. Connor Krinos has been that guy up into this game. You can see they're really putting a huge effort into stopping him, putting guys like DJ Johnson on him. So you got to look other ways. You got to look at a guy like Marcus Peters. Zach Leah's been hitting, but go towards the basket. If it's there for an inside bucket, go there. Otherwise, kick it out for a 3.
just what Chaska's going to have to do to keep this one within range. They have played 2 top 10 opponents in the past 9 days. They beat Lakeville North, the number 7 seed at the time, who is now up in the top 5, I think, in the latest rankings. Let's take a look here with the latest rankings, tweeted by MSHSL John from Minnesota Basketball News. There you see Creed-Durham Hall, the number 1, Hopkins number 2, Lakeville North, who Chaska beat, surprisingly up there at number 3, Eric, and Eden Prairie we see tonight at number 4, Edina notably at 7, and Chaska below them at 8. So Chaska hasn't gone anywhere in the last 2 weeks despite beating 2 top 10 ranked teams.
What have you done lately? Lakeville North beats number 1 Eden Prairie. They move up. Chaska beats Buffalo. 1 win Buffalo, and they stay.
It's just a matter of how you look at things, I guess, and with 3:45 to go in this game, or in regulation here, between number 4 and number 8, it's a 6-point lead for the Eagles. Nicholson here, Eden Prairie wanted to travel, nothing called. The fans getting into it. Now Johnson, a lot of contact. Grinos has to work through it. Now a foul called on Johnson. Grinos will go to the stripe for 2.
Only the 7th total foul here in this half. The referees have let him play.
They have. Johnson, very physical type of player. Picks up only his first foul on the evening. I thought it was 2, but the scoreboard has it only at 1. Now Grinos at the free throw line, good for 2. Or good for 1. 3.5 on the clock, a 57-52 lead for Eden Prairie. Grinos now up to 3 points after that 19-point explosion against Edina last week.
This time it's Coach Jepson that's saying we need to stop.
Fans also saying it. I think if I heard correctly, that's Cole Nicholson's mom, Kristen, who gave it a let's get a stop here. 3:17 to go. Chaska settles for a 2-point bucket, though. Connor Christensen knocks one down. He is now up to 9 points tonight and 17 points tonight, 9 in the second half. 3 minutes to go here for Eden Prairie. Ryan Paul and Eric Croucher with you on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks broadcast network. Peters pulls up an uncontested elbow shot. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's called in favor of Eden Prairie.
Just went off his. Well, that should have been Chaska's ball.
Right,
it went off right off the leg.
Right in front of us. We're gonna have a conversation. Tim Layton and his partner here tonight. Layton on the right, and it's now whistled in favor of Eden Prairie.
That's a big miss.
Right in front of us, right in front of Chaska's bench, indeed,
and there's a referee right in front of us. I don't know how he didn't see that one.
You've got 3 pairs of eyes out here, and they just let that one slip right through. A big call there. Stays at a 6-point game. Eden Prairie has a chance to expand. Head coach Dana Coleman displeased as he should be. 59-53 to go here. 2:45. Here comes Christensen in the paint, off for Andrews now. Chaska does not want to get in that situation where they have to foul. They only have 2 fouls this half. Now a timeout called by David Flom for Eden Prairie with just over 2.5 to go. We're going to go to a quick break here on the London Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries. We are the exclusive provider of the Chaska, Chanhassen, Jordan, and Shakopee high schools, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services, with clinic locations in Chaska, Shakopee.
Welcome back to Eden Prairie High School on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Eric Croucher with you here. I'm Ryan Paul. For the final 2:34 of this one in the OSR Physical Therapy Holiday Classic. Eden Prairie with the inbounds off of the missed call. Krinos and Parker going to trap. They were late to the scene. Now Christensen's in the corner. Locked down and a foul. Ooh.
That's actually a good thing. You don't want, what happened with Edina.
Right. And we saw, Edina had to foul with, 30 seconds left. They only had 2 fouls, and that really had, it kind of wasted the game on them. So with 2:20 to go here, Chaska does not want to be in that situation. Here's Kluge. Kluge gives it away here for Andrews. Andrews away for Dobbs, who pulls a 3 ball. That one's good. That might do it with 2 minutes to go. A 9-point lead for Edina. That is just what Edina wanted and just the opposite of what Chaska wanted. Now Creno's working through Johnson, though. Nichols has at the key. Chaska's going to have to get going. Christensen took a fall. Nothing called. There we go. Nicholson gets Chaska right back into it. They're gonna press with 1:48 to go. It's Kluge who's gonna bring it up for Chaska, for Eden Prairie rather. A very good one on our hands here once more. A 6-point game between number 4 and number 8. Now Dobbs has it. Eden Prairie gonna try to slow it up as best they can. Eliason poked away. Peters comes as a steal. 1.5, 90 seconds left here from Eden Prairie. Peters, a long one, short, out of bounds. Eden Prairie ball.
A little quick on that shot. Would have been big if he'd have made it, but
we saw Peters was able to hit a couple of those in past games and try this one here, and it didn't go. So now Eden Prairie with the 6-point lead here. They break the press with ease. Dobbs down the other way, caught Eliason sleeping, back up to 8.
Kluge was a defensive player for Eden Prairie. He was the one that's usually stopping that one.
Nicholson up. Gonna get 2 free throws here with 1:13 to go. Cole Nicholson with 21 this evening. His 21-point performance tonight will be all but one game that he's had 20 points this year. Misses the first one with 1:13 to go. It was Connor Christensen who picked up his 3rd foul tonight. Chaska looking to cut it to 7. Nicholson at the line, sinks the second one. 1:13 to go. A full press here from Chaska. Foul. Either Peters or Krenos who committed the foul. No bonus yet. 1:11 to go, and they're going to be doing this for a while. If they can get a steal off the press here, it'd be nice, but I just don't know. Eden Prairie press break has beaten him 3 times now. Nicholson got caught sleeping, an easy 2 for Andrews. 60 seconds to go. Eden Prairie back up by 9. Here's Krenos on the baseline. Gonna go up and fouled. 2 free throws ahead for Chaska. 54.5 from Eden Prairie here. A 9-point lead from the Eagles. Chaska gonna do their best to cut it to 7 off these 2 free throws with Connor Krenos at the stripe.
Well, if we go back to, it was a 2-point game out of that timeout. Next 2 buckets from Eden Prairie, and a real quick 5-0 run. Where did it start? Kyler Klug, a good veteran senior point guard who created 2 plays, both for Hobbs. So, that's something. Eden Prairie, they're young, but they got a few senior veterans that are really tough.
Kluge averaged 13 last year as a junior. Now Dobbs is fouled. Only Chaska's 5th foul of the night. Inbound right to Dobbs with 50 seconds left. Eliason has to foul. It's 4 on Eliason. Some fans are going to begin to exit here with 50.5 to go. Eden Prairie going to get a quick inbound in across the timeline. Nicholson fouls Andrews, and now we're in the bonus. Johnson going to come in as we are now in the bonus. Johnson presumably a better free throw shooter than who he will replace.
Maybe some defense too.
Could be the case as well with 49.6 to go.
I guarantee he'll be on Krenos.
Yep, aggressive DJ Johnson. No points tonight, but he's locked down Chaska on defense. The first free throw is good, and back up to an 8-point lead for Eden Prairie with 49.6 to go. Second one is good, back up to a 9-point lead. 45 seconds left. Krenos guarded by Johnson in the backcourt. A lot of contact, no call. Johnson now falls and is called for the foul. Krenos will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Free throws are not going to win this game for Chaska. They need to get a couple of shots from the field if they want to get back into it here with 43.2 to go. First one, no good. You have to make your free throws, too, if you're going to have a chance. Now they have to foul with 41 to go, and like we said, we could be doing this for a couple minutes here. Third against Bjorklund. Andrews to shoot 1 and 1. A few more fans begin to collect their jackets and exit the arena here from Eden Prairie. 41 flat left, a 69-59 lead for Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie, assuming they can hold on to this one, will move to 6 and 1 overall with the 11-point lead here. Chaska will drop to 7 and 2. Eden Prairie proving to be a tough task for Chaska here tonight. 35 seconds left. Nicholson pulls a long one. It's good. With 30 seconds left, Chaska, I don't know if they have a timeout left, so Eden Prairie easily gets it in. 25 on the clock. Chaska's foul. I mean, Johnson with it. Timeout Eden Prairie. 22.0 on the clock. 8-point lead for Eden Prairie, and it's a Dave Flom timeout. When we come back from Eden Prairie, Chaska down 70-62.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Welcome back to Eden Prairie. Chaska down by 8 here with 22 seconds left. Handful of fans have begun to exit the gym here. Chaska's faithful going to stick around in case they can get something going here in the last 22 seconds. Eden Prairie's Drake Dobbs catches the inbound and is fouled. Eden Prairie been pretty solid on free throws here down the wire. Leah's going to re-enter for Chaska. Leah had 12 points tonight. This season high. It will be 1 and 1 for Dobbs at the free throw line.
Yeah, you look at what Eden Prairie did down the stretch. Just stopped shooting three-pointers, outside the Dobbs wide open three. Andrews was quiet to begin the half. He's got 14 in the second half, 22 for the game. Again, you look at that balance, 22, 17, 22, 18, 17, 9, 6.
Yep.
0 bench points from Eden Prairie, and they have 72 points.
Back to his 10-point lead for Chaska, and now a turnover by Krinos. That will seal the deal. No fouls yelled at Chaska coaches. An extra 2 points of insurance for the Eagles. And we're going to let time tick out on this one. Chaska going to fall on the night. And the horn will sound, and that'll be it. A 12-point win for Eden Prairie tonight. Chaska falling for the second time this season. That ends their 7-game winning streak. Eden Prairie jumps back up to 6 and 1, coming off the loss to Lakeville North. Say fans, thanks for joining us tonight on this presentation of high school basketball from Eden Prairie High School. We'll be back on Friday evening at 6 o'clock for another section matchup from the OSR Physical Therapy Holiday Classic. Eric Krauscher, one more time, final takeaways from the night.
I think one thing that Chaska learned from tonight is that they can play with Eden Prairie. And so you learn from this. You don't win section titles in December. You win section titles in March. The one thing I would say is that when they were going well, they were playing good defense. They gave up, 44 second-half points. They're not going to beat a team like Eden Prairie when they play that type of defense. Got to be a little bit more tough. Got to be a little more stingy. But another good test, and they've had a lot of good tests to start the season.
Eden Prairie falling just short of their 77-point per game average tonight. They take down number 8 Chaska at home in the OSR Physical Therapy Holiday Classic. Say once again, join us Thursday night right here from Eden Prairie High School. For Eric Krauscher, Max Hannon, and Nolan Hanson, and Drew Taylor on the crew tonight, I am Ryan Paul saying so long this evening. Hawks fall 72-62. 72-64. No, 74-62. The scoreboard is right. Whatever. Have a good night, folks. Starhawks.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services, with clinic locations in Chaska, Shakopee, and Savage. Schedule an appointment today.